Hi, I'm DJ, and I'm the Services District Educator for 3511. That is predominantly Louisiana, and I just want to give you guys a little insight on my take of the color correction video that we saw with Miss Twyla. And my take on it, and my big aha is that in order to lift more predictably, we have to have all of the primary colors present in the hair to lift correctly. So if we had this is a 06cc in Shades of Hue Creams, we had a lovely guest come in with this, and they're like, oh, I want to be blonde. Our minds would immediately go to, okay, this is going to turn bright orange or like straight up Big Bird yellow. And I think what the biggest thing for me and the biggest aha for me is that to put those to put the other primary colors into the hair and then lift it, I was like, that makes so much more sense, because then it would lift more predictably and more on tone because you have all of the primary colors present. Now what we have on the swatch is a 06cc in Shades of Hue Cream, and what I have mixed up is a 0NNA, 06NA, I'm sorry, in Shades of Hue Gloss, and I've mixed the processing solution, precision application processing solution to that, so that way I just have a little bit more control with the product. And what my intention is that what I have, the two primary colors I have right here on this swatch by using CC, is I have yellow and red. By putting on the NA series, I am not only going to add the primary color of blue to it, but I'm also going to add some background color of brown to tan in there. So that way I'm going to get more of a predictable lift, because we know that some of our more vivid shades don't have background colors. If they do, they're very minimalistic. So I need a little bit of background in order to be able to lift more predictably. So I'm going to apply this, let it process, let it cook, and we're going to come back in just a little bit, and then we're going to do some lightening after that. We have all of that out of the way. Now we have this beautiful copper brown, which idealistically we would want our guests, to go home after this and let it kind of, I hate to say marinate, but let it marinate for a little bit, let it settle in the hair. That way whenever you go to pull out all of those tones, it lifts more on tone and it lifts more predictably. For the sake of time today, we are going to go right into lifting though, and what I've mixed up together is a little bit of flash lift with Bonder inside, 15 grams to 30 grams of 40 volume developer, and of course, depending on the client, the integrity of the hair, the porosity of the hair, we are going to formulate our lightener a little bit differently, depending on how many levels of lift that we need, depending on, once again, the integrity of the hair and the porosity. But for today, our lovely model is going to get 40 volume developer today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this, let it sit for up to 50 minutes until we can get it lifted up to a nice tone to where we can go in and formulate our toner. And I'll come back, let you see the end result, and then we will talk about what we would mix up for a little bit of formulation for our toner in just a little bit. See you later. Okay, so before I reveal the swatch, I'm pretty excited on how this turned out. So the reason is because look at this. So this lovely, let's get some focusing going on. So this blonde color that we have up here is where we started yesterday. And then I did leave a nice little band to remind me of what that 06cc looked like from Shades of Hue Cream. And then look at the difference between where we started and where we ended. And this is where we very first started, is like this platinum band. I'm super excited. This is why. Is because now we have so many different options. Forgot that word for a second. So many options of where we can go with this swatch now. So we could, get her to a nice strawberry blonde today, tone it with a little 09RB with a little 09AA, or we could tone her with, make her more neutral, or, there's just so many options. We could neutralize it. We could go in with like a 08GN and see how much we can cool that off with, and then get her to a nice like 09N or 09NB. So there's so many options. So I'm super excited. Just look at that difference. Look at that's correct. That was so many options. super excited about this. Thank you for the hot tip. Totally going to bring this to my stylist in a virtual visit or in a one-off situation, depending on, you know, if they have a color correction situation. Not just coaching them on, you know, getting rid of the color and then going in with, let's say, just a toner at the end. Like, just see how much you can lift her and then let's tone from there. We can actually go in and do some pre-work and then make it easier for us on the toning situation later on in the whole process. And I'm super bought into this. I love it. So thanks for the hot tip.